Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. Big smile on our face. Happy Friday. The weekend is here. It's a long weekend, and what a week it has been. What a week it has been. But see, I told you we'd get there. I told you the sun would come up tomorrow, and I told you we'd get to the finish line, and that is where we are. Welcome to the weekend, and what a glorious weekend it is going to be. Oh, my God. This incredible weather continues. And now I've completely come to terms with the fact that while I don't believe in global warming, I do believe in climate change. I believe, as somebody who used to be in marketing professionally, they screwed up the name. I'll explain why, because there is a snow warning in effect for Las Vegas. And they are sitting under feet of snow in New Mexico this morning. Remember we were looking at that map? We'll take a look at it again. The pictures and video are insane. So you're thinking to yourself, okay, so New Mexico, you got Mexico in the name, it's got like a foot of snow on the ground, and here in the center of North America, where, let's face it, I love to get on the microphone and bitch about how bad the weather is. We're in for temperatures like 15 degrees above normal for this time of year. That's climate change. That is how they can have snow, all that snow down around the Mexican border. But yeah, I mean, that's a hell of a jet stream. That is, we got the Winnipeg Jets, #1 in hockey. The jet stream has taken snow to Mexico. Hell has frozen over. Trump is, I guess hell froze over. Holy cow. It's wild. And of course, on a somber note, Monday is Remembrance Day. Thus the poppy. And I hope you have yours and you're ready for Remembrance Day services on Monday. We'll discuss that a little bit because, especially for our American friends, they have 2 days on the calendar that they commemorate and celebrate veterans and remember veterans. And we have one, but we take the two, put them into one, and it's a big day on Monday. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. Also, from the local scene, drugs in candy. Oh, did you pick up your toffee, Faye? What? What's in my candy? Boxes of candy are very much different in this part of the world. I'll explain coming up. Also, while many people continue to reel and cry from the U.S. election that occurred this week, I myself had a good cry yesterday. And it's hard for me to even bring up this morning, and you know what I'm going to talk about, right? It's Ray Gun. the Australian breakdancer. The Australian breakdancer who was... I thought there'd be a light in the world. Yeah, they elected Trump, whatever. What a ray gun. What are we going to do? What are we going to do without our ray gun? I guess life will go on without her. She has announced her retirement. She was the Australian breakdancer who wowed the world. And now she is retiring. What will we do? What will we do? Now I'm questioning whether the sun will come up tomorrow. Let's take a look outside. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday, sun seekers. And -4. You know what? Normally we would be happy if -4 is our daytime high. But no, that's where we're going to start the day. And we are going to rock it, man. We are going to get you on a patio, on the deck, in the sunshine. It's going to be gorgeous. Holy man, 12 degrees in the sunshine. That is 25 plus 30 is 55 Fahrenheit. Wow. For this time of year, that is almost record breaking. Now, 18 is around the point where we start smashing records, but oh man, 12 in the sun today, 12 in the sun on Saturday. If you're going to that football game on Saturday and you're doing some tailgating in Winnipeg, God bless you. Enjoy it. It is going to be awesome. Cold beer in the sunshine in November in this part of the world is unheard of. It's truly a miracle. Timmy, it's a pre-Christmas miracle. Sunday 11 and even for Remembrance Day, really, really nice. Sunshine and 6 degrees. So let's take a look at this map. We've been talking about this all week. I love showing this map so we can compare how we're doing to the rest of the continent. And we were talking about how it has been colder in New Mexico and parts of Arizona and Nevada, colder there than here. And that is again this morning. And they've got snow on the ground. And some of the pictures and video we'll share with you a little bit later. It is insane. I can't believe it. Snow in New Mexico. Wow. Okay, let's welcome everybody aboard. Welcome aboard, boys and girls. Let's get into it. You did it. You did it. You did it. Hooray! We made it to the end of another fantastic week. But it wasn't fantastic, was it? There was bumps and there were bruises. Reagan has retired and Trump is back in the White House. But that's okay. We'll get back and get back up again because the sun is here. The sun is here. It's time to go out and play. Let's go out and play, Sunseekers. Well, after the show is done, okay? I'd like to have you stick around, have some coffee conversation, and I've got some toffee face to share. Would you like some? Would you? Oh no toffee. I will never look at toffee phase the same way again. I'll explain coming up in a second. First, let's get going into our weekend and say good morning to our sun seekers and thank you for being here regardless of the platform you were on this morning. And we are going to say good morning to Molly. Gets the bell today. Here comes a Molly. Here comes a Molly with Tasha in this morning early on Twitch. Road Reverend and Lindy's here too. MJ, good morning to you. Happy Friday. Cheryl's here too, along with Quentin. Boy, we had a lot of tube warmers today. Those are people who are warming the tubes, getting things all heated up before the show even starts. Thank you for coming by even before we sign on. That's great. Getting things ready to go. And off we go. Rockin' and rolling. Zumba Bernice is here. Where did the week go? I thought it was Saturday morning. Almost missed the show. Almost missed work. That's okay. You hate doing it in reverse, right? Where it's like, it's another day to get up and enjoy the day. I wonder what I got to do at work today. Have you ever done that? And then you're in the shower and you're like, wait a second. I'm in the shower, getting ready for work, and could have sworn yesterday was Friday. What? Oh, man. Or worse, you're dressed for work and you don't realize it until you're halfway out the door. And it's like, yeah, no, today's Saturday. Get back to bed. Nope, today's Friday. Long weekend is here. Jody's here on Facebook this morning. Polar Bear's here on Twitch. We have got Nicole on TikTok. Good morning, Nicole. Back again. Nice to see you. Fred's here too. And Colt 45. We've got Debbie and we've got Paul and Marco on TikTok this morning to say hello. Debbie's here on Facebook to say hello and happy Friday. And yippee. I love it. Yippee is the word of the morning. Yippee. Between being Friday, being gorgeous, it is incredible. It's going to be great. Cindy is here too. Derek is here too. Happy Friday, says Janine on Facebook. Nice to see you too, KDD 4380. We hit 14 yesterday, said Cindy. So 14 degrees, that is like 60. Isn't that? That's 60 Fahrenheit. That is insane for November. Just loving it. Loving it. Smile on our face. We're going to get back into that sunshine today. I'm already thinking to myself, what the hell am I going to throw on the barbecue? Grills going, maybe even a backyard campfire in November. And there's so much sports. Oh, my God. Locally, our hockey team has 3 games. The Jets are playing again this weekend. Jets are the top team in hockey. Bombers, of course, play the Riders for a berth to the Grey Cup. You pretty much have your choice of sports this weekend, except for breakdancing. Reagan, please don't mention it again. Reagan is retiring, and I can't take it. I have no inspiration. I don't know where to turn. Pull it together, Tyler. Pull it together. All right, that's enough of that. Yes. Trev says, go Riders, go. What are you drinking? Oh, yes. Go Bombers, go. It's going to be a good game, good weather. Boy, I'd like to be in beer sales at the stadium. Boy, with those temperatures and sunshine, it's going to be a good day for beer concessions at football. Ryan is here on Twitch. Good morning, Ryan. Oh, MJ says Tyler's been in the toffee phase. That's going to be our new code. Who's been in the toffee phase? Tosh says, oh, we got to rock that keyboard. We got to rock that keyboard. Yes, indeed. Trev says, I just like when you were younger and you dreamt about being at school without pants and you were just in your underwear. I did dream last week. What are you talking about? When you were younger. I still have that dream. And that's the dream. I no pants, and there's a test, and I didn't study, and no one is concerned about the fact I have no underwear on, no pants, but I'm worried about the test, and they're handing out the test, and I'm looking down going, oh my God, I'm taking the test to cover Prince Charles, King Charles. He's got the ears, I've got the, okay, we'll just keep moving along from that there. Go Jets, says Ryan. Go Bombers. Megan's here on Facebook. Good morning, Lioness. Hey, on TikTok. Good to see you come back again. Isabel, too. Lonnie and Sullivan. And again, TikTokers, just be forewarned, those especially stateside, they've closed the TikTok offices in Vancouver and Toronto. We're going to just keep on going. Everyone's scratching their head. They're thinking that, Justin is trying to get in front of some of Trump's concerns, and his biggest concern apparently is China. And so Justin's like, okay, all right, we know what we're up against here. So China's the enemy, hey? Well, Canada will be the first to close the TikTok offices, and that's what they did. Nick says, oh, thank you, Nick, for the support. I'm the one to fill Ray-Ban's shoes. Pursue your dreams. Thank you. A lot of pill will be consumed at the football game. get into the toffee fay. Let's get into the toffee fay. And yesterday's good thing. So we like to start the show with something awesome from yesterday. Could be big, could be small. I've got something awesome. I was hanging out with the crew at Tim Hortons on 18th Street yesterday where they had their trading card night. Look at the kids trading these Tim Hortons hockey cards. They are enjoying themselves. Look at the stack this one's got. All kinds of hockey cards. Oh, boy. I was feeling guilty that I used them in the spokes of my bicycle to pretend like I had a motor. They have some prizes. Sidney Crosby picture there. And, of course, some dads getting their Bailey's infused ice cap. Oh, my God. I got to tell you something. The Bailey infused ice cap, is it infused, or the Bailey's flavored ice cap? I'm telling you, that is the best mocktail I've ever had in my life. I am not kidding you. And I call it a mocktail because when I had it for the first time last night, I thought I shouldn't be driving after. I was waiting for the burn of booze. You know what I'm talking about when you have an actual drink? That stuff is legit with a capital L. It is Bailey's Ice Cap at Tim Hortons. You have got to try this. And if somebody in your life is avoiding alcohol, if they're on the wagon, if they just want to have, it is the greatest mocktail ever invented. It tastes like you're drinking an ice cold Bailey's on the beach to me. I just went back to like Star Jets and I'm like, you got to be joking. It is so good. Off the charts good. Anyway, I also learned that Connor McDavid and there's another Connor. They're the only two guys playing hockey. I asked the kids, who is the hottest hockey player right now? All the kids said Connor Bedard. I'm not up on hockey. I'm a football guy, but these kids set me straight. Every single kid, and there were literally dozens and dozens and dozens of these kids. This is happening at the Tim Hortons locations in Brandon and in Dauphin, 18th Street in Brandon, and the one in Dauphin. They'll do it again on Thursday night from 6 until 8. Prizes, free samples, and all kinds of good stuff. And Connor Bedard, apparently. And some of them, yes, did roll their eyes. Like, I'm like, who is the top player? Connor Bedard. It's Connor Bedard. Does anybody else play hockey? No, just Connor Bedard. There we are. There's Rhonda and the crew and this beautiful, you could win this Sidney Crosby pick there. So that was a lot of fun yesterday. And what a crowd of people. Oh my gosh. It was fantastic. Let me show you this picture here before we go. Yesterday's good thing. So if you want to take part in this, again, Tim Hortons on 18th Street in Brandon and the location in Dauphin. Oh, there's Brad down front. I didn't see that before. That will be on Thursday, the last one, Tim Hortons trading card nights. And we had a lot of fun. I want that Tim's jersey. That's why I said to Rhonda, I wonder if they have them for sale somewhere or they're only for staff. I will get that information, Nick, because I know you collect them. And, yeah, I wouldn't mind one myself. They kind of look snazzy, don't they? That is like a team I can get behind. The Jets, not so much. The Jets, they're not winning enough. When are they going to start winning? The Jets, come on, you bums. I kid. Great night at Tim Hortons. And don't forget, Smile Cookies are coming back November the 18th. TimHortonsWestman.ca. Get your pre-orders in. The Smile Zone is that special newly decorated area at the Brandon Clinic. That's one that's going to happen here in the city, and they are supporting nonprofit groups across southwestern Manitoba. So the holiday version of Smile Cookies comes back on November the 18th. So make sure that you get your Smile Cookies, and of course we'll talk more about that as it gets closer. Nick says his GT finally got a coin with Charles on. Really? I haven't seen those. Lucky you. I was honestly surprised that it wasn't just a giant ear. That's what I want to see. I'm like, okay, so how accurate are these? Does he have the satellite dishes on the side of his head or not? Does he look good? Noticed how they took some time to switch things over from the Queen to Charles, because they're thinking, They're looking at their watch and going, he's pretty old. You know what? He's not all that popular. Should we get the Prince William print ready? Should we just have it on standby? Yesterday's good thing. What else did you have for a good thing? Cindy says, I was outside all day until the yard light came on, which was at 5 o'clock. I think that's the only caveat with the gorgeous weather is that we're in for a beautiful weekend, guys, and the sun's going to be warm. But I'll tell you, when 5 o'clock hits, there's going to be no ambiguity on whether you should go inside or not. It's like 5:02, you're like, boom. Oh, no, this is, we got to go in. This is brutal. This is cold. This is cold stuff. There's some heat in the sun, but that's all the heat we're going to get. And when it's gone, and it's not pretty. However,
step into Wix Studio.
However, this is something I'm going to show you here in just a second. GT's continue. There was not enough room for the ears, so they put it on the loonie on the front. Are you serious, Clark? I don't think you're serious. But I am serious about this. Okay, you ready for this shot? This is Nevada, New Mexico, parts of Arizona. This is the real deal. Take a look at this, boys and girls. Holy man. This is incredible. This is climate change, and this is a jet stream that has gone a little too far south. Mother Nature, hey. Everybody that rides a snowmobile in our area is going, what the fuck? Seriously? New Mexico gets this, but we don't? What's up with that? This is incredible.
Snowstorm hitting parts of our state. Several inches already fell in the metro in northern New Mexico. This is video from Rio Rancho this morning. You can see about 4 inches piled up on surfaces there. And here's video from Albuquerque this morning. The main
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
The sun came up, but you can still see some slushy snow, especially on the sides of roads. Lights were also out in parts of the city due to power outages ongoing.
A school is canceled. Everything is canceled. We have no winter tires. We're in New Mexico. They have no idea how to drive in that stuff. That's why this guy's like showing his buddies. He's like, look at this. This is insanity. Oh, of course, the power lines, the trees crashing. New Mexico, poor New Mexico. Diddle, 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 diddle. All I want for Christmas is you. Look at the outages. They have blizzard warnings in effect. For parts of Arizona and New Mexico. And somewhere, somebody is going, you know what? I've got my first trip planned to Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. I can't wait. Oh, I'll get to see palm trees. I'll be soaking in the pool. What is this? What's going on here? Someone in the top floors of this hotel's got the world's worst dandruff. And this is, because this has got to be dandruff. What was happening? What is happening right now? And then from atop the MGM Grand, see a woman in a red dress, and it's Mariah Carey. All I want for Christmas is you. Get off there. People start throwing beer bottles at her. That is insane. Yeah, Trev, start sending shovels. I'll tell you, that is some pretty dramatic video right there. It's pretty incredible. Hey, they're celebrating Black Friday at Leon's, and that means 50% off this weekend. So check that out. Why wait? Black Friday is here. It's on now. Save up to 50% off select furniture and mattresses. So again, if you can put your butt or back on it, it's going to be on sale. Okay, this weekend at Leon's. And why wait? Shop with confidence this holiday season. If you make a purchase in-store or online between now and the end of the year and the price drops, they will refund you the difference, including on Black Friday and on Boxing Day. How amazing. Leon's Furniture Superstore, 3635 Victoria Avenue in Brandon. At Elkhorn Resort, Clarso Nordic Spa, don't forget, coming up on Tuesday is the first wine tasting event of the season at Clarso Nordic Spa. This is fantastic. They got the charcuterie board. They've got different wines for you to taste, a sommelier. Of course, you got those white robes you slide into, and then you got some spa time. They are super popular. So if there are spots still available, the first one of the season is coming up on Tuesday, wine tasting night at the Elkhorn Resort Clarso Nordic Spa. Now, that's not all. They've got a Christmas craft sale we've been telling you about, and whether you're a vendor or you're somebody who just likes to take that stuff in and maybe pick up some Christmas gifts for the holiday season, mark this down. Saturday, November 23rd at Elkhorn Resort. It starts at 10 in the morning, goes till 4 in the afternoon, up at beautiful Riding Mountain National Park. Make a day of it. Maybe make a spa day of it at the same time. Make a weekend of it. Why not? elkhornresort.mb.ca. The Christmas craft sale is November the 23rd. And at Eplaw office, the new real estate numbers are in, and they are good. Hottest real estate market in all of Manitoba right now is Steinbach, Manitoba. Average price of a home in Steinbach, Manitoba is $380,000. It is booming in Steinbach. Booming in Steinbach. And whether you are buying in Steinbach, Winnipeg, Morden, Altona, Dauphin, Manitoba, Neepawa, and of course Brandon, the real estate law experts are at Eplaw office, and you will find Andrea and her crew working on real estate law, corporate law, and wills at 642 18th Street, Unit A, across from the RBC on 18th. I've got to purge that snow from my mind. I have got to purge that snow from my mind. Warm thoughts. We have got some incredible weather going down. Oh, my God. Super Bernice says, after seeing the snow in Arizona and New Mexico, soon people will be coming here for their winter vacation. I've never seen anything quite like that. Have you? Where we have had the warmth and they have had the cold and the snow, I am not going to complain. We need to start setting up some beach camps here. Maybe at Riding Mountain Park. We need a live beach camp. So people that are feeling a little low in New Mexico, can you imagine if you're a Democrat in New Mexico this morning and you're waking up to snow after that election? This is not a good week for you. This is not. First, Trump gets elected, and now I got 10 feet of snow. What the fuck? No. I can't take it anymore. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, it's Friday. Let's hit the beach. Good morning, sun seekers.
Sun is up, let's split the day. Oh yeah. Friday's here, gonna start to play. Beach bunker, feel the heat. Dance all night, move those feet. Waves crashing, music loud. Feel the vibe, join the crowd. Sun seekers, time to shine. Weekend love will be fine. It's the weekend, let's get wild, wild, wild. Party hard, feel the vibe, vibe, vibe. Sun seekers all day long, long, long. Dance the night, sing our song, our song.
We need some Windex.
Games and laughs, surf the wave. No more work, time to rave. Sunset glow, colors blend. Fun won't stop, never end. Feel the rumble undertows, toes, toes. Beach bunker where it grows, toes, toes. Sun and sand, laughter, sweet, 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 sweet. Grooving down, feel the beat. The beat. It's the weekend, let's get wild, wild, wild. Party hard, feel the vibe, vibe, vibe. Sun seekers all day long, long, long. Dance the night, sing our song, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Games and laughs, surf the wave. No more work, time to rave. Sunset glow, colors blend. Fun won't stop, never end. Feel the rumble undertows, toes, toes. Beach bunker where it grows, toes, toes. Sun is up, let's spread the day. Oh yeah. Friday's here, gonna start to play. Gonna start to play, yeah. Beach Bunker, feel the heat. Dance all night, move those feet. It's the weekend, let's get wild, wild, wild. Party hard, feel the vibe, vibe, vibe. Sun seekers all day long, long, long. Dance the night, sing our song, yeah.
Friday. It is Friday, Hollywood Beach, Florida. The palm trees are swaying, and I think I got a palm tree growing in my backyard. It is so beautiful. It is a beautiful morning. I hope it's great wherever you're peering in from. Can you just wipe that for me? Just wipe that lens. That's so dirty. Why is it so dirty? Let's go to some clearer shots here and some working cameras. I'm hoping. Come on, 10 South. Let's get going. Why are you so lazy to get going here? Come on. I know you're a solar camera, but there's some daylight out there. We are seeing the sunshine, and roads are looking just Jim dandy. Absolutely awesome. We are in for a glorious weekend. Get outside. Get that yard work you've been procrastinating. You've been putting it off thinking, well, she won't notice because there's about to be 2 feet of snow on all those leaves in just a couple of days. So now just let it sit there. That's it. No. There it sits because it's going to be gorgeous. Let's get out there, get those Christmas lights on, get that yard all cleaned up. 12 degrees in the sunshine today. Saturday, sunshine and 12. Sunday, sun and cloud, 11 degrees. And Monday, sunshine and 6. Our normal for this time of year is 0. Sun will rise this morning locally at 7:42, which is coming up the next little bit. We're seeing it come now, and we'll set early. We're getting very close to those 5 o'clock sunsets, and our last 5 p.m. sunset is coming. Sunsets at 5:05 tonight. And as we've been showing you, the U.S. West is just getting hammered by cold and snow. Nevada, New Mexico, Utah, Colorado. I mean, Colorado's used to snow, but New Mexico, that's pretty incredible. And, of course, Remembrance Day is coming up on Monday. And we will not have a show on Monday. We'll be back again on Tuesday. Do take the time to remember. There's Remembrance Day services all across the country, obviously, and Legions, Royal Canadian Legions, are a great place to see that, to be part of it. Be part of the Remembrance Day commemoration, and I will post on my website links to all the Remembrance Day services at the Legions. And locally in Brandon, we'll have our Remembrance Day service at our local hockey rink, the Keystone Center, and that will happen on Monday morning. I believe the doors will open at 9 o'clock. As long as you've got yourself in there and a good seat before 11, you should be good to go. All right. Let's get into things this morning, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Remembrance Day and how it is different from Veterans Day and Memorial Day for our friends south of the border. We kind of have taken those two commemorative days and put them into one on November the 11th, and we'll talk a little bit about that later on this morning. But first, people are still talking about this locally. I have to share this story, and if you're not local, I'll bring you up to speed. This was making the news in our town yesterday because you hear these old wives' tales, these urban legends each and every Halloween. Well, this actually did happen in our area, and it happened on Wednesday. The Brandon Police Service investigated the discovery of cannabis and meth in a tampered Toffee chocolate box that was donated to Samaritan House. While the source remains unclear, it's important to inspect donations for illicit substances. And that's why we have been, we've been trying to make light of it, of a serious situation, and make no mistake, okay, it is a serious situation. We're glad nobody got hurt, okay, and that the authorities were notified, and that, the food bank is going to take appropriate action. It's all good. It's all good. So now I'll go back to my regularly scheduled toffee eating, or will I? I don't know. All my box chocolates are now down. They're all. Someone's going to give me like after 8s this Christmas, and I'm going to think to myself, are these going to be all right? Did these come from Brandon, Canada? These after eights? What toffee? And why Toffee Fay? Oh, why did you pick on Toffee Fay? They're just a whole hazelnut and a chewy caramel cup. Everybody enjoys them. Why would you pick on Toffee Fay? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you stick a little bit of your unmentionables, your illegals into some of that gum that tastes like soap? Something awful. You know what I mean? Don't wreck the Toffee Fay. It's a good box of Toffee Fay. MJ says, sounds like someone made a mistake with their donation, opening a box of chocolates and seeing only chocolate. And as it was described, and maybe I've misunderstood this, but apparently the plastic wrap was still intact, apparently. And so what they had done is just opened a slight little bit of the plastic wrap and then slid a couple of little baggies in there. They were trying to make it presentable. I think it's really just remarkable that this happened at all. Blessed Mama said, sorry if I missed it, but was the plastic wrapper missing around it? No, like the plastic wrapper apparently was intact. And, well, because if you got Toffee Fay and you saw that there was something between the plastic wrapper and the box, my first instinct was, oh, Toffee Fay they're trying to introduce a new product. You know, maybe these are nerds or they're Smarties or they're some kind of new candy that they're going to include. You know how they do that sometimes as a way to market. I know that when you buy a bottle of booze sometimes, they'll attach like a baby bottle of booze to the top of the bottle. And then you go, hey, I'm here to buy a bottle of vodka. And it's like, oh, I get a baby bottle too. This is so great. And it's free. So, you know, my first instinct would be, okay, maybe they're trying to market something. Wait a second. This is not candy. And that's a good part of this story, is that it was identified rather quickly, and they were able to nip this in the bud, as it were. Oh, that's a cannabis reference. That's a great joke. Oh! As if sugar wasn't bad enough for your teeth. Oh, no. That is a joke I would never say again. Never. Drugs are no laughing matter. But you know what? I'm thinking, you know, and one of the comments that I was seeing over and over again is, how stupid can people be? How dumb can people be? Who would do something like this? How ridiculous? How dumb? And I'm like, guys, these are people messing with meth. They're not the smartest people in the world. If you're messing with meth, you're kind of an idiot to begin with. I think... So everything that happens after, so I got involved with meth, is going to be a shit show. It's going to be awful. Don't do it, kids. Stay away from that stuff. That's why I'm always perplexed when they're putting out these warnings. Just so everybody knows, the drugs that are making the rounds in our area are kind of bad these days. Here's an idea. Don't do drugs. How about that? How about somebody puts that message out there? I think it's ridiculous. And then you've got these people going, oh, yeah, make sure the word gets around because the purple Molly super drug, it's tainted. What? This is an illegal substance. What are you talking about? Again, I refer to my first statement. You know you're kind of an idiot when you've decided to go down that road to begin with. How about that? Someone put that post instead of, yeah, the drugs are tainted. How about just stay away from them? That might be. The equivalent is kind of like you're in Arkansas, hey? Hey, I got a post on Facebook that the bullets are bad. Hey, you guys, the bullets are bad. They kind of go to the left or the right. So when you're shooting your bullets, just so you know, it's like, so if you're going to be messing around with a gun, you know, and there's consequences to your actions is what I'm trying to say. That was a terrible analogy. MJ says, sounds like someone made a mistake with their donation. Do you think? Zumba Bernice says, now makes me wonder about the chocolate bar I bought from a random lady who came by Monday afternoon. Oh, no. Did you really? Oh, no. Do not buy candy from those going door to door unless they are little people known as Girl Guides, and those will be cookies. If someone's messing with the Girl Guide cookies, then we've got some big problems. Oh, Zumba Bernice, I hope you're okay. I think you're fine. As soon as you start seeing flying elephants in your front yard, it's probably best to call poison control. Blessed Mama says, these could have been very easily gotten into the wrong hands, and that is so scary. Absolutely it is. These are the horror stories that you tell at Halloween to make sure the parents go through the bags and check all the candy. Remember? It's like, check for the razor blades, check for the drugs, check for tampered candy. This is tampered candy. Quentin says, remember back when crime was illegal? It was good times then. No, I don't. A lady came by my house on Monday, too. My response was, you realize Halloween just happened, right? I was like Jimmy Kimmel, who kind of had a meltdown after the election. And which I just thought, well, whatever. These celebrities all crying. So, hey, listen. Jimmy Kimmel, Beyonce, Oprah, get back to work. Entertain people. That's why you're there. No one wants political advice from celebrities, number one. But number two was that Jimmy Kimmel was funny when he went into the street and did his job. He made fun of people and made jokes. And so what he did is he interviewed people on the street in Hollywood about the election and said, who are you going to vote for? Yesterday. The election was on Tuesday, and he says, who are you going to vote for today? And he held up a phone and showed the date, and it is pretty funny. Is pretty well done. And a lot of people had no clue. It was kind of like what Rick Mercer used to do. If you remember Rick Mercer from this hour is 22 minutes, and he used to do Ask Americans. And he'd go to Washington and say, would you like to congratulate Canada on getting their first light bulb? And it's like, way to go, Canada, on your first light bulb. And like they would just, it's anyway. I digress. And Tasha is right. At least no one got hurt. That is the important part. And it was dealt with right away. And that's why I chose to poke fun a little bit and have some fun with it. It's called levitate the situation a little bit. It's scary. Times are scary. There's lots of people doing drugs. Can we agree drugs are bad? Drugs are bad. Get off drugs. Get away from drugs. Get people into some treatment centers. And, of course, we do not have enough of those. I understand that. But, I mean, we have got to get the word out that drugs are unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? Like, meth is just not good news unless you don't like your teeth. Now, not everyone likes teeth. Teeth can get in the way of a lot of things. But, I don't think that's the way to go. If you don't like your teeth, just visit your nearest dentist and they'll help you, or a doctor to tell them that you don't like your teeth. Okay? At least no one got hurt, and it was dealt with right away. And I think the big takeaway for me is, please don't let this discourage you from donating. Please. The food banks need our help. People are struggling. And don't let one idiot, well, then I'm not going to donate. There's drugs in that. No. Listen. These is just, we're going to have idiots everywhere. That's going to happen. But what we have to do is the right thing, and that means making sure that we take care of think of the kids that this almost could have poisoned, and there's still kids going hungry. So I appreciate when I hear folks supporting the food bank and Samaritan House, and let's keep doing that, okay? All right. I don't even understand why people do drugs. Well, that's a whole other show. It is, there's economic and social, and there's trauma issues that people are dealing with. And, a lot of times when people are down that road, it's hard to get them back off that road. And whenever anyone will listen to what I have to say, and that's not often, but I want to keep the kids the hell away from it. Keep it away from the kids. The kids do not need to be dabbling, experimenting, or be exposed to this stuff. You know what I'm saying? At least, because it's just not worth it. It is not worth it. I don't even smoke cigarettes or rarely have a drink of alcohol, says Tosh. Well, we should all donate. Yes, we should. However, I do struggle with some form of addiction, and I think I've expressed this widely on this show. Dr. Pepper. It's scaring me, but I'm getting in front of it. And you know what? I told someone the other day that and this pains me to say out loud, I don't drink as much beer. Didn't you think you'd hear it all? I don't drink as much beer as I used to because I am moving over to this Dr. Now, I drink Dr. Pepper Zero. But the reason I show this to you is that Dr. Pepper this week has overtaken Pepsi. Yeah! We are the champions. We are the champions. Dr. Pepper kicks ass, and we are the champions. And so tell me in chat why you love Dr. Pepper and why it's the only thing you will ever drink ever again, including milk, water, and orange juice. Dr. Pepper for everybody. Let's get around. Let's get around. Isn't it the greatest? Yeah. MJ says, I got a case of Zevia from Costco. I don't hate it. Oh, that's a sugar-free one. I've had that. It's pretty expensive, though. It's made with a sugar... a natural sugar substitute, Zevia. The root beer one is pretty good. Molly says, I'm not a fan. Molly, nah. Put it in the fridge. Try it again for the first time. Dr. Pepper with all its beautiful flavors. So it used to be Coke versus Pepsi. Now it's Coke versus Dr. Pepper. Now Coke is still number one. I think Coke is going to be number one forever. I've never really been a big fan of Coke. To me, it literally is like drinking sugar. If sugar came in liquid form, it would be a Coca-Cola, and that's probably why people love it. But who would you like to see at number two? We're never going to dethrone Coke. Well, let's face it, you're never going to dethrone my Dr. Pepper. But who would you like to see at number two? Do you have a favorite soda that you think is just completely underrated? Molly says Squirt or Sprite. Who in the marketing department came up with the name Squirt? I would like to know. Let's call it Squirt. What the? What? Squirt? And then what's better is if you're going to get some squirt at the Come and Go. Whoa, back up, calm down. I'm not going to the Come and Go for a squirt. That sounds terrible. What the hell is going on here? Come and Go. That's it. I think the new company that owns those stores, they're changing the name. Canadians would come down and they're like, oh, look at that store. My kids, they're in their early teens. They're taking pictures. They're putting it on their phone. They're sending it to their other friends on social media. We're in the States and they have a store called Come and Go. Oh my God. Blessed Mom says Dr. P is my favorite. I don't drink a lot of pop. Oh, Blessed Mama likes Mountain Dew. I like it. Not my favorite. Mountain Dew's pretty good. MJ says Dr. Pepper is a Pepsi product. True. But, you know what it's not as fun to say as Coke versus Pepsi. Coke versus Pepsi. Hey, speaking of big fights, tonight's the big fight, hey? The Mike Tyson fight on Netflix. First time Netflix has entered into the realm of live sports entertainment. Will the fight happen? I don't know. We'll take a preview coming up in a second. Come and Go on the Tyler Glen Show. Yeah, thank God they're not a sponsor. The Tyler Glen Show, brought to you by Come and Go, where you can get your squirt and your suppositories and other various items for a fun weekend. Cindy says, I used to like Crush cream soda in the bottle. Oh, that was good. Remember Pick-a-Pop? Pick-a-Pop in the big bottles. And I thought they brought Pick-a-Pop back for a while. And then it's gone. Or is there a place you can get some Pick-a-Pop still? Is there? Can you get Pick-a-Pop? You still like lime. That's good. But it's one that's loaded with sugar too. But still with drinks, today is Harvey Wallbanger Day. Do you know what a Harvey Wallbanger is? It is vodka, orange juice, and Giuliano. Here is a picture of one. A Giuliano. Do they still make RC Cola? I haven't seen it. But people are talking about cocktails on my Facebook page because it is Harvey Wallbanger Day. Janine says, I don't even think I've ever had one. Oh, I remember it was an old boss. We were having a staff party, and I asked for a vodka and orange juice, and he says, would you like a Harvey Wallbanger? And I said, I don't know what that is, and that's another one of those names up there with Squirt and Come and Go. Harvey Wallbanger? It sounds painful to me. It sounds like a guy named Harvey has some misplaced frustration. You know what I'm saying? I need a drink. Harvey, quit banging your balls against the wall. Hey, let's call it a Harvey Wallbanger. Hey, that's a great idea. And I took a sip, and I'm kind of calm now. I kind of like it. It stopped Harvey from banging the wall. The Harvey Wallbanger was born. Michelle says she loves them. And I don't even know how to describe the taste of Giuliano. Is it vanilla? I think it might be vanilla. So anyway, I had a sip of this stuff. I had my first Harvey Wallbanger. It was Don Kill that gave it to me. And I never went back to just vodka and orange juice. I always have some Giuliano in the house somewhere. And you don't need a lot of it. You just doink, just a little drip of it. And I think it's vanilla. Giuliano. Is it a hard G? It's Galliano? Oh, that does sound better. It's Jalapenos and Giuliano. Just call me Ricky. Oh, man. Chris says he likes to go for a tequila sunrise on a Friday. And then there's the Caesar. Oh, yeah, Caesar. Caesar is good. That's Tracy's favorite, my wife. She loves a Caesar. Loves going to those restaurants where you get a Caesar on the table and it comes with its own meal. There's celery, bacon, olives, other various vegetables, meats, and garnishes. And, you're at a good restaurant when Tracy gets a Caesar, and it's like I'm parting a plant to kind of see her. I'm just like, hey, so how's your drink over here? How's the drink? As I peer through the celery and bacon and various other garnishes. How's it going over here? Whoa, you got a lot of food in this drink. Yes, it's Galliano. Galliano. Keyboard. Tosh wants keyboard. Caesars hurt my belly. Oh, they can be spicy, and they can fill you up. There's no doubt about that. Let's get filled up on some Kuiper's Family Bakery bacon. I'm going to go over later today, get my hot dog and hamburger buns, because the barbecue is going to be working overtime. And here we thought hamburger and hot dog season was done. No way, Jose. And if you want to have the best hamburger or hot dog, you got to get a Kuiper's bun. Kuiper's Family Bakery is your family bakery where Christmas is just around the bend. You know what I'm talking about. Chocolate dipped shortbread. I'll just dream of the baking at your disposal. At Kuiper's Family Bakery. It's coming in the next few weeks, so you don't have to do anything. You leave it to the experts. But what you need to do is get in there, get some buns, get some bread, get some cinnamon rolls, and get acquainted with where they are. At 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner, beside Tasties. At Auto Fashion, sponsors of the Brandon Wheat Kings and the Tyler Glen Show. Auto Fashion does paintless dent repair. They're your hail repair experts. They're SGI and MPI accredited. They are going to provide some Brandon Wheat Kings hockey tickets this month, exclusively to Sunseekers on the Tyler Glen Show, and we thank them for that. So be ready to win some tickets to the Brandon Wheat Kings and some home games in November and December as we continue to talk a bit about Auto Fashion and the great work that they do and the amazing cars that are rolling out of those bays. Give their social medias a follow on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you would. sponsors of the show. And if you need any work as far as detailing or ceramic coating or paint protection, please see my friends at Auto Fashion at 255 17th Street North behind Lee's Buffet. Look for the big green A's. And then you can go get an oil change at Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express, where they're going to show you your filter while you wait. They're going to check all those fluids, make sure everything is good to go for the winter, because even though we got gorgeous weather, we know the winter's going to come. They're also busy changing over tires right now. So keep Murray's in your mind. If you're looking for winter tires, if you need those tire changeovers to happen, they're doing that too. Lickety split, in and out and on your way. Winter tire season is happening fast. And whether it's an oil change or a tire service, see Murray Certified Express, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. Big fight tonight between Mike Tyson and his protege, Jake Paul.
Everyone has a plan.
I think that Mike taught Jake how to fight. And now, just like in the movie Star Wars, which apparently is going to be remade, the two will face off tonight in what many are touting as the greatest fight of all time tonight.
Until they get punched in the mouth.
I think I'm worried about him, actually.
Yeah, that.
Mike Tyson is a killer. Mike Tyson is a killer.
There's never been a night this big. This is no ordinary fight. This is Jake El Gallo Paul.
Who's doing more than me?
And now I got to give credit to Jake Paul. He has done a great job. He's worked really hard. He's a good boxer.
Mike Tyson,
but
the baddest man on the planet.
No, Mike Tyson's going to kill him.
Nobody could get close to me. I'm the best fighter in the world.
This is the fight the world's been waiting for.
And it's because of his lisp. And it's because, when you have a lisp like this and you grow up where people are making fun of you because of your lisp all the time, I do not want to be anywhere near Mike Tyson. I have to tell you, kudos to Jake Paul. You got a set, man, because Hughes is going to get killed tonight. I am genuinely fearful. I want to watch this. I want to see it. I'm going to tune in briefly, but if this thing gets out of hand, I will be turning it off real quick because I worry. Mike Tyson, you guys, all these young kids. Oh, it's Mike Tyson. He's an old guy. Mike Tyson is a friggin' killer, guys.
What happens next? Only one way to know. Listen, Paul versus Tyson, Friday, November 15th, live on Netflix.
Oh, man. Here I thought it was tonight. It's next Friday. What am I going to do tonight now? What's next Friday? I thought it was tonight. My apologies. I got a week to wait. But nevertheless, I am scared for Jake Paul. I think Quentin says Jake is going to take a shot to the head and then he's going to crap his pants and then he's going to take a nap. I think that's going to happen in that order. Maybe not the crapping of the pants. Ty, you got me all excited. I know I was excited too. I'm sorry. I thought the fight was tonight. It's been one of those weeks. Things have been so crazy, and I've been really looking forward to it. I'm thinking, Friday's going to be fight night. Shit, it's the 15th. Let me just double check that. Because they canceled the first one. They may have moved it around. Okay, 3 hours ago. Is this still happening? Updated November the 8th. No, it will be next Friday. Still on, by the way. It's still on. 8 p.m. Eastern, only on Netflix. Okay. So there we go. So we have something to look forward to for next week. So we'll circle back. We'll talk about this again. Also, more on Remembrance Day, more on the snow in Vegas, and more liquid changes. How about this? We're Food, Fun, Places, Mayhem. In hour 2, we're going to have all the details on liquid changes at the TSA. You can now take bottles of pee on the plane. I got a bottle of pee I got to take on the plane. No problem. You got a fish tank with some goldfish in it? You can take that on the plane. What you got there, sir? I got my fishies. I'm taking them on the plane. They changed the rules. And, of course, there's only one show that has all the details for you on a Friday morning and the keyboard, which we'll come back from in just a second. We have to say goodbye to our friends on TikTok. Have a good weekend, guys. Catch you later. We're back here on Tuesday, okay? Tuesday at 7 a.m. Thank you, TikTokers. We're moving over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. Have a great weekend. And let's remember our veterans on Monday, okay? It is Veterans Day, Remembrance Day. Take care. We'll see you on Tuesday. Okay, and then for the rest of our friends, we have got to say farewell. That is on Facebook and X and YouTube. We're moving the party over to Twitch. Okay, and maybe we won't be doing that. All of a sudden, I can't get into... All right, we'll take a beach break. I'm running into overtime anyway. Let's get into a beach break on a Friday and get back to Florida, shall we? Let's do that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, Sunseekers. Back to Florida for a quick sec. We'll be back with more in just a minute. From Florida to southern Manitoba, take a look at this stuff. Oh my gosh. This is amazing weather. Wow, the sun is out. It is gorgeous. Sunshine and 12 degrees for the high today. Absolutely incredible for this time of year. Normally we should be around 0. And we are going to blow that out of the water with 12 today, 12 on Saturday, Sunday, mix of sun and cloud, 11. And for Remembrance Day on Monday, sunshine at 6 degrees. Taking a look at our highway conditions this morning, just absolutely ideal for this 8th day of November. Happy Friday to you, whatever you've got planned this weekend. Please be safe. Please have fun. And remember, we are away on Monday. We'll be back again on Tuesday for another show. We'll be commemorating Remembrance Day on Monday. Air temperature map showing across North America. And again, if you missed it earlier this morning, we had pictures and video of the snow in New Mexico and snow warnings in effect for Nevada. Snow warnings in effect for various spots of the U.S. West. It's unbelievable that we get the nice weather and they get the winter weather. And people on snow machines here are saying, what the heck is going on? Why is this happening? Okay, it's time for the keyboard. It is a long weekend for many, and it is time to get into the weekend, and it is the best way to get into the weekend. It has been a tradition on this show for over 2 years now, and 4 seasons. 4 seasons. It is the magnificent keyboard, right? You know it, you love it. It is. This has been signed by Elton John, by Taylor Swift, by Michael Jackson. It's anybody who's anybody. Garth Brooks has even had some fun on this keyboard. It's pretty amazing stuff. So let's get into it. Let's get into the keyboard song. Me. Who would like some keyboard? Let's do it. Let's get a beat going here. Who's ready for the weekend? You ready for the weekend? I don't care what your mama says, weekend time is near. I don't care what your daddy says, the weekend time is near. All I know is my work is done, and now it's time to have some fun. Oh, whoa! The weekend starts today. Hey, the weekend starts today! I don't care what the mayor says, weekends are full of cheer. I don't care if you think it's a lie, 'cause the weekend will soon be here. I don't care about the CIA, and I don't care what the calendars say, 'cause the weekend starts today. The weekend starts today. Fat fingers! Fat fingers! Live performance. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, thank you. Get your keyboard for the low price of $1299.99, available on installments of just $399 a month at TylerGlenShow.com. Go to the merch store. You can buy your very own Tyler Glen Show keyboard. We sell a lot of them. They are, however, they're made in China. So now with Trump in the office, we probably will not be selling them anymore because we do not have a producer that can make such a high quality item over here. So, oh well, that happens. Bye-bye TikTok. Bye-bye keyboards for sale, I guess. Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks. Those faces. Lots of fun. Yellow Jacket is ready for the weekend. I am ready for the weekend. Yeah. And like we said earlier, there is no shortage. There's no shortage of sports. Oh, my gosh. You got the Wheat Kings playing. I think they got 3 games. You got the Jets playing. You got the Bomber game. Football, Riders, Bombers. That's another discussion that just got way out of hand online this week. It's insane. New Star Wars trilogy is coming. And would you believe that the producers of the latest Hollywood hit the writers of the latest massive hit in Hollywood are going to be behind it, Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know what to think about this. We talked about this earlier this week. I am a fan of Star Wars. I like Star Wars. I've been to Disneyland. Disney owns it now. But it looks as if the Deadpool and Wolverine producers are going to take it over. Hasn't the story of Star Wars been told? I don't know what's left to tell. Are they beating a dead Yoda? I don't know. The story of a young boy who encounters a very dark spirit. And his lightness, he's going to learn the ways of the Force to fight so said dark force. And he does just that. In the process, realizing that the hot girl that may be his love interest is not his love interest, it's his sister. And the dark force that the young man is fighting all along. I am your father, Luke. Luke. Pass me my inhaler, Luke. My asthma has gotten very bad. That's the story. End of story. Hot girl ends up with bad boy. Okay, it's the story as old as time. Of course, Princess Leia ends up with the bad boy. The guy who doesn't, he's the criminal in the black leather jacket. He's the John Travolta of the skies. And of course, he's got the cool dog animal that's like a dog. One half dog, half man. Does anybody ever notice that? Chewbacca is really just a dog walking upright. So the story has been told. I don't know what they have left to tell. Where do we go from here with Star Wars? If they can save the Star Wars franchise like they pulled Marvel out of a hole, I'm all for it. Well, I'm not going to lie, Quentin. I am optimistic. But what's the story left to tell? Where does it go from here? Does I just don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's a new angle that they can go. The grandchildren of Luke Skywalker? I don't know. They take Darth Vader's DNA and recreate him again? I don't know. I thought. Anyway, there's something to look forward to there because, let's be honest, Deadpool and Wolverine, nothing to shake a stick at. They did really good. Good movies. And they brought in a whole ton of cash, and I fear that because George Lucas isn't involved anymore, that was his passion, right? George Lucas, that was his passion project, and of course he turned that passion project into a multi-billion-dollar franchise, and he's not involved with it anymore, maybe on a consultation basis, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. It's been one of those weeks. We have seen a wild election. We have seen snow where we normally don't see snow in North America. The world's favorite breakdancer, Reagan. Reagan is retired. It's just been one of those weeks. And then this goes and happens. The monkeys are loose. The monkeys are loose. Dozens of monkeys have escaped from South Carolina research facility. Residents have been told to lock their doors and windows. There's about 46 of them, I think. There's 46 in total. Authorities say the primates were very young females weighing approximately 6 to 7 pounds and had never been used for testing because of their age. Apparently, this is a testing facility. Didn't they make a movie about this one time? Where the monkeys got loose. Alpha Genesis Primate Research Center housed these monkeys. And they got loose. They're adorable. How about we just scoop them up and we adopt them? Molly says there's an update to this story, and she heard that they were seen in a forest very close to the facility, and they were all still together. The monkeys are still together. It just goes to show you that even in the wildest and craziest of weeks, even the monkeys know they need to stick together. And they could be heard off in the distance. Daydream believer and a homecoming queen. Wake up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean when a orange man wins the election and everyone is crying on TikTok? That's, if you're old enough to know, that is a song from the Monkees. They were a 60s band. Before the Backstreet Boys, that's probably what's happening here, is that these guys are looking for a recording contract. They're an attractive bunch of primates. They sing a good song. They're getting sick and tired of being poked and prodded and tested, and they would like to start a boy band. The Monkees of this generation has no clue who the Monkees are. They have no idea. The songs will come across as new. It's like the Menendez brothers getting out of jail. Who are the Menendez brothers? Oh, they've been wronged. These monkeys have been wronged. To TikTok. To TikTok. Free the monkeys. Free the monkeys. What other song did they sing? Oh, yeah, I'm a believer. I don't know. I can't remember how that one goes. Hey, hey, I'm a believer. Hey, hey, we're the Monkees. We like to monkey around. And Quentin says, to be fair, they don't kill people. They just tear faces off. See? Nothing to worry about. Molly says there is a very good and likely chance that they might just get away, even though they were seen in the forest, and take over like those snakes from that hurricane in Florida. And then there was mother and snakes on the mother in plane. And now there'll be mother and monkeys on the mother. Oh, monkeys ripping people's faces off. That's not going to happen. See? They're just a boy band. Hey, hey, they're the Monkees. They're not ripping anybody's faces off. They just want a nana. That's what the kids call banana. It's a nana. Cheryl thinks I've had too much sugar. I was into the toffee face. See? It's toffee fay for you and a toffee fay for me and a toffee fay for everybody. No. Anyway. Yeah, as if this week couldn't get any weirder. What a week this has been. It has been one for the record books. I kid you not. It's pretty crazy. So hopefully they find those little guys. Am I the only one that, as a young person, when asked if you'd like a cat or a dog, said, I want a monkey? I think everybody who was ever a kid wanted a pet monkey. You see videos of pet monkeys, and you're just like, I need to have one of these. I don't even know. I got to ask ChatGPT, like, how expensive it is to get a monkey as a pet. And I think we could, like, look, can you imagine one of these little guys? He needs a little drink. Cheryl? Hi, Mama Molly. Mama Molly, are you my mama? Are you my mama? I was lost in the forest. And I need some toffee fay. Oh, no, this bottle's better. I'll take that. They're adorable. Oh, my God. Who doesn't want a pet monkey? Everybody wants a pet monkey. Let's see this little guy. He's dancing around. Oh. Saying hello to his mama. Hang on 2 seconds here. Saying hello to his mama. Look at him. He's just... How much would these things cost? Oh, there he is on the floor. Look at him. There he is. Oh, where did mama go? I think I'm going to... Oh, except that... Oh, man, they're sneaky little buggers. Mommy, are you in the bathroom? Mommy? I love you, Mommy. I'm so glad you got me in the forest and you rescued me. They are freaking adorable. Oh, my God. Okay, I gotta ask ChatGPT. How much does a monkey cost? How much does a monkey cost? And where can I get one? Come on, you know you want to know. So we're going to find out. So our friend ChatGPT says the cost of a pet monkey actually is quite affordable. They start at about $4,000 up to $15,000. So $4,000 would be about 6,000 Canadian for a monkey. However, AI cautions that owning a monkey is a major commitment, and it's highly regulated and outright banned in many places, including Canada. Oh, we're out. Well, that was a quick one. We can't, and the U.S. and Europe. So if you move to Mexico, you can have a monkey, but Canada and the U.S. do not allow them. I wonder why. Why would Canada and the U.S. outlaw owning monkeys? Like, why? If you can afford that price tag, I think you should have access to it, maybe. So I've asked AI, why have you banned ownership of monkeys? Number one is public safety. Oh, they can be unpredictable. They can bite. They can attack. They're smart enough to grab a machine gun, a machete. They're kind of like a tiny little human that could actually do some serious damage. Okay, then. I had no idea. Yes, they do look like small humans, and apparently they can act like small humans. There's public health risks. There's diseases that they carry, including herpes, tuberculosis, gastrointestinal and respiratory infections. Okay, there's ethical concerns. Who's got ethics? And animal welfare. Monkeys are highly social, they're intelligent, and they live in complex groups, which explains why Molly said that the ones that escaped are still in the bush. They're a group, and they're smart. They know what's going on. And we know this because they've attempted on many occasions to hire an Uber to get them out of the forest. One of them has gotten a hold of a phone they found on the side of the road and has signed up for TikTok, actually, and is a top 5 influencer right now. So not only are they a boy band, but they're influencers. And they're desperate to get an Uber to get out of the forest and get to the big city, but I don't think so. I think that authorities are hot on their trail. And you should get on the trail to Skydancer Casino to check things out down there, 90 miles south of Brandon in Belcourt, North Dakota. Great food, great games, great staff. You will feel right at home at the Skydancer Casino. It's a great place to unwind. Take in the water park, Turtle Island Water Park. And the best thing you could do, the easiest thing you could do is wander on over to the new website they just launched this past spring at skydancercasino.com. There you will see all that they have to offer, from restaurants and games to the beautiful Tower Hotel that we stayed at when the Hunter Hayes show. Beautiful place. Skydancercasino.com, where the sky's the limit, just 90 minutes south of Brandon in Belcourt, North Dakota. At Sunrise Credit Union has got an amazing deal on mortgages right now. You could get yourself into a cozy new home this winter with the lowest interest rate, 4.3% on residential mortgages. Some conditions apply, but again, the best thing you could do is just wander on over to their website, sunrisecu.mb.ca. It's Sunrise Credit Union. It's not just about the mortgages. Of course, they've got RESPs, they've got RRSPs, and a whole bunch of other acronyms. But of course, they're dealing about money. They're dealing with money. They're a credit union, 19 locations, and not everyone's comfortable talking about money. And that's why checking out the Sunrise blog, the money blog, Break the Taboo About Money, is a great place to go for some valuable information. Again, sunrisecu.mb.ca. Co-ops of Westman, you're at home here at Co-ops of Westman. All my meats come from Co-ops of Westman, and I can tell you I'm stopping in there today. Going to pick up maybe a steak. I definitely will get some smokies, burgers for the grill. This is a barbecue weekend. Stop in and get some Co-op Gold smokies. They are fantastic. The bacon cheddar smokies, oh my God, they're amazing. Of course, they've got those burgers ready in the pack. They come in a variety. Angus. They've got Angus burgers. They have got jalapeno burgers, cheddar burgers, bison burgers. Get some meat. Let's load up the grill at Co-op, Heritage, Pembina, Twin Valley Co-op, Valley View, Boundary, Neepawa, Gladstone Co-op, and Hamiota Co-op, too. You're at home here with Co-ops of Westman. Zumba Bernice says that aside from monkeys, koala bears are cute too. Oh, they are. I don't know can we own koala bears in Canada? Can we own koala bears? No. All the cute ones. They won't let us, Zumba Bernice. It's the same deal. If we could, how much? If we buy it on the black market, if it was legal, oh my God. You have no idea. So it's illegal. Even if it was legal, we're not doing this. If it were legal to own a koala bear in Canada, the cost would be astronomical. This is AI. Koalas are not typically sold as pets. However, if you were able to get one from a buyer willing to part with a koala bear, the price of a koala bear starts at $100,000 US and goes up to $200,000 US. So if you want a koala bear, you're looking at almost $500,000 Canadian. And what do they eat? Like, I got no money left. We're just, koala bear on the loose, Richmond Avenue. Scoop it up, call Pet Control. Hey, MJ, we're away on Monday. We'll see you on Tuesday, okay? We'll see you on Tuesday. Have a good long weekend. Cindy says, I have a monkey that comes to Rockfest with us every year. Are you sure that's a monkey or is that an ape? I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. I think an ape is slightly larger, potentially. But that has been rather interesting. Boy, that talk about expensive pets. Holy cow. Oh, you sent me a picture of the monkey. Oh, this is the ape with the monkey at Rockfest. And why does this monkey look like he is just hanging on for dear life? And I don't want to know what he's hanging on to. There's two monkeys. The monkey and a banana. Two monkeys and a banana. Monkeys and banana. Oh, man. Let's take a beach break, and we'll be back with more food, fun, places, and mayhem. We're coming down the home stretch. Kids. Weekend is almost here. Let's go back to Florida here for a second and have a beach break at Hollywood Beach. I'm going to get a coffee refill, and we'll have more in just a second. Thanks for being here, you guys. shot from Hollywood Beach, Florida for a fantastic Friday. Happy Friday, Sun Seekers. Flo Rida is ready to go. Who's got a bathing suit? Let's get on. Let's go for it. Let's go. Let's go. Weekend is here. You've done it. You've made it to the end of another week. Notice that our beach cam is not in New Mexico. I wonder if they have a live shot of New Mexico. I got to find a live shot of New Mexico. Man, they have got bad snow right now. Albuquerque, New Mexico live. I'm going to show you southwestern Manitoba as I'm looking for that. As we've got beautiful sunshine here. It is beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And we are in for a high of 12 degrees today in the sunshine. Beautiful barbecue weather. Saturday, sunny and 12. Absolutely ideal for that football game happening in Winnipeg. It is going to be amazing. Oh my God. Rasuto, New Mexico. Are you ready? Okay, so we've got beautiful weather here. We're enjoying the sunshine. This is bizarre. One of the most bizarre things I've seen in 4 seasons of this show. It's for the record books. What a bizarre week we've had. Here is southern Manitoba, and I'm about to show you Rasuto. Ruidoso. Rasuto is like a food, isn't it? Ruidoso, New Mexico, Main Street. This is a live shot. And this is not bad. Albuquerque is under like a foot of snow. This is a live shot of New Mexico where Mariah Carey has taken over the town. The trees have got snow on them. The snow is falling from the sky. And all I want for Christmas is you, ooh, baby. New Mexico. This is in November. Do they not normally get snow? New Mexico is down on the Mexican border. They can get snow. It's very rare. Vegas can get snow too. Vegas gets snow maybe once every 2 years. And it's just so rare. And I think to make matters worse, Molly, is this should be us. This literally should be like Verdun or Neepawa or like any of the towns in Canada. This would not be uncommon. This, in fact, would still be good. I mean, middle of November, we're normally under a lot of snow. But to see this in New Mexico, but again, when you look at the map here and you take a look at the dark blues, you can see that it is cold. It is cold in the U.S. West right now. Man, from Idaho all the way down to the Mexican border. So we'll take the warm weather. That's okay. We'll take it. It's good. This is awesome. They're all wondering, WTF. I will say, think of how many kids woke up super happy to see the snow. That would be a very glass half full look at things. Molly, yeah, and you know what? We have new Canadians, too, that see snow for the first time, and they're super happy. And then you get cranky guys like me who have grown up here, born and raised, and just go, seriously, we're doing this again? But you do have a lot of folks who have enough money to
You're not a child. You're
purchase
a
snow machine, or they go skiing, or have some kind of way to find fun amidst the cold and the snow. This weekend is a long weekend because Monday is Remembrance Day. And what is Remembrance Day? Well, for our friends south of the border, they have 2 days to commemorate veterans, and that is on Veterans Day, which is also on November 11th, and Memorial Day. In Canada, we have just one Remembrance Day.
What is Remembrance Day? Remembrance Day is a day where we take some time out of our busy lives to reflect on those who went before us and paid the ultimate sacrifice. My name is Major Rick Cameron. I'm the Deputy Military Advisor here at Canada's Permanent Mission to the United Nations in New York. Remembrance Day is a day of reflection. It was originally introduced just after the First World War. At that time, it was called Armistice Day, in commemoration of the armistice on the 11th of November, 1918. Armistice Day signified the end of the First World War, and it was to take effect the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, which is why we celebrate it or commemorate it on 11th of November every year. And at 11 o'clock, it is signified by 2 minutes of silence, right as the clock strikes 11. The devastation on the Western Front was basically total annihilation by artillery fire. It decimated everything. Houses, trees, everything was gone. But shortly after the bombardments ceased, the poppy was the first symbol of growth, of rebirth. And it was very prevalent because the soil conditions in Flanders were such that the poppy flourished. So
and that's why you see so many Canadians wearing these.
But red poppy.
It's the poppy.
The poppy was originally introduced by a poem that was written by a Canadian medic during the First World War by the name of Lieutenant Colonel John McCrae. After a significant battle in Flanders, he penned the poem In Flanders Fields.
We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. We shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields.
And commemorations will take place on Monday, again on our website at tylerglenshow.com. You can have a look to see the one that is going to be happening nearest you. Legions, Royal Canadian Legions are a great place to go for commemorations. And in Brandon, it will be at our hockey rink, our big hockey arena, Keystone Center. Now, I grabbed this from behind me on the set. This is my grandpa's ship, actually. My grandpa Glen served in World War II. He was a veteran. He's no longer with us. He passed a number of years ago, but I love this little item here. I treasure it. This is the HMCS Humberstone. This is a ship that he spent a lot of time on, a replica of it. The one he was on was just slightly bigger. Wasn't this size. It's not to scale. But this is a great little model. I like to have it in the studio with me. I pull it out and put it on the set near Remembrance Day, and obviously have a look at it. And so, my grandfather served on a ship very much like this, big gun on the front there, and had some great stories to tell, and some stories he would rather not tell because, such as war. But he was the cook on the ship, and it was interesting because I had the opportunity to go on a ship very much like this in British Columbia, Canada, off the coast of Victoria at CFB Esquimalt, and I got to go on the HMCS Brandon. And we did some broadcasting from the Brandon, and I spent a week out there with them, and it was just fantastic. And it was at that time that the captain of the ship said to me, "Do you know who the most important person on the ship is?" And I'm thinking, who's the guy who saves people when you fall overboard? He's probably pretty important. How about the guy who drives the ship, or girl who drives or how about you, Captain? I mean, you're the guy that's in charge of the whole place. Aren't you the most important guy or girl? And he said, no, the most important person on the ship is the chef, because if you got crappy food, morale goes into the toilet. Nobody knows what they're doing. They can get sick. They're unhappy. They don't listen. So if you've got a good chef, he is certainly the most important person on the ship. And I don't think my grandpa ever called himself a chef, but he was. And it's ironic that the day that he passed away, he was making pancakes. And so he was cooking, right? The last thing that he ever did on the planet was he was about to make some pancakes. But I think of my grandpa this weekend, and I think of all those veterans that served, and all the things we would not have without that sacrifice. And it was a giant operation. It is not just Canadians that took part. Of course, there was Americans, the British, of course. It was the Western forces. It was a time where we all came together and fought Hitler. It truly was a remarkable time if you look at it from the standpoint of how everybody came together and everybody was pulling in the same direction and how different things are today. For example, in World War II, think about this for a second. In World War II, 1.1 million Canadians served. Our population was 11 million at that time. So if we had, heaven forbid, World War III today and had to have that many people serve, we would have 4 million people in the military. Think about that. So at that time, 1 in 10 Canadians were serving in the war. So that would mean 4 million Canadians today would be serving in the war. That is the entire population of Vancouver, Abbotsford, the lower mainland of BC, including Metro Vancouver. 4 million people. That's amazing. That is a huge amount of the population that was involved in war. Fast forward to today, and it's not just about remembering those who have served. Today, we remember those who currently serve and those families that are making the sacrifice of sending their husbands or wives or brothers or sisters or children off to war, off to foreign lands. And today in Canada, we love them. We love our armed forces, but there is only 68,000. That is just slightly more than the city of Brandon. So again, to draw the comparison to World War II, 4 million today would be the number. And we have 68,000. And what's even scarier, and I know this is going to, people are going to start talking about this more because there are concerns that Canada is not spending enough on its military. And not to get political, but there is some truth to that, because right now in the north, where we're kind of vulnerable, if you look on a map, Canada is a really big country. We got a lot of space up in the north. And somebody could come over top, like Russia, could come over top and just say, hey, guys, we're here. We're taking over. How's it going? This is ours now. So what do we have up there? What's going on up there? Well, we've got armed forces up there. We should be okay. We have 300 people up there. 300 members of the Canadian Armed Forces looking after the North currently. So what would happen then? Is 300 enough? Well, thankfully, we have 22,000 Americans in Alaska that are actually protecting the North. So, again, I don't want to get political, but when a certain politician says you got to step up and look after your backyard, we kind of have to step up. And I mean, these are actual facts, and anybody in the military will also tell you that. The 300 people in the North is not going to be enough to look after our country. We have to look after our country. We have to look after each other, and we have to make sure we protect everybody and have those things in place so we never see anything like we saw in World War I or II ever again. Quentin says, did your grandpa ever share recipes with you from the ship? I did ask him, and he said there was a lot of soups and stews. And actually, an interesting note is that instead of coffee time, like you know how at 10 o'clock in the morning and at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll stop for coffee? Well, things stop on a ship, and they have soup time. And I thought it was brilliant. Lots of soup, lots of stews, because it's kind of cold. And I thought it was brilliant because it's like, you're rumbly around 10 o'clock. And you're like, okay, it's coffee time. And somebody will sneak a donut or have a piece of cake with your coffee. But on the ship, no, it's soup time. And there's a huge cauldron, and there's potatoes and chicken and stuff in there and some noodles. And it's kind of cold, and you're looking for a hot cup of coffee, which they have too. And then they got this big bowl of hearty soup, and you're like, damn. Then you go back to work, and by the time it's lunchtime, you're like, are we eating again? You are always well fed. And I'll tell you, and another quick note, if you were going to serve in the military, if you could take the seasickness, I'll tell you, the ships are awesome. You got a bathroom. You got running water, you got a cot to sleep in, you got hot, fresh food, a kitchen, and it's all floating out there in the ocean, yeah, and you got to make sure, you can put up with the seasickness. But if you're in the Army and you're out in a bush or in a field and you're eating a ration, have you ever seen what those look like? They come out of a bag. You put them in some hot water. I saw one from our local base actually 2 weeks ago, and it was pizza bun with sauce or something like that. And it just came in a silver bag. Pizza bun with sauce. And then you rip the bag open, and inside is a couple of pouches, and you put one with water, you put this one over here, and you heat this one up on the fire, and you put that one in the water. Basically, everything can be cooked in water of some sort. And I can only imagine what that tastes like out of a bag. Or you have hot, fresh soup. Pancakes must bring special memories for you now. Yeah, you know, I was pretty close with my grandpa. I miss what his thoughts would be on today's world and how things have changed so much. But in a way, it's, I think a lot of the veterans at this time and how they look at the world and how things have developed. And not to speak for them, but I wish that, more people took time to appreciate the freedoms that we do have and how they can be taken away rather quickly. And so much sacrifice was made. And all you need to do, I do recommend this, is go to one of the area museums. Maybe you're not in the area. Maybe you're listening or watching in some other part of the country, or maybe you're in the States. Try to find a military museum. They're so valuable, and the people in there working so hard to preserve that history. And it's heartbreaking to look inside a glass case and see a note that has been typed out to a mom with a date on it, 1940, whatever the date is, doesn't matter. But it says, "Dear ma'am, we regret to inform you that your son has been killed in action at this particular place on this date and this time. Our deepest condolences from the King of England, or our deepest condolences from the President of the United States, and thank you for your service and sacrifice to the country and the war effort." And you're thinking, holy shit, is that cold? Is that cold? Probably delivered by a father, a priest. And it's just awful. It's just awful. And if you have not seen Saving Private Ryan, it is a movie that I watch every Remembrance Day. It is a movie that is, it is just synonymous with sacrifice. And even though there's embellishments as far as the story is concerned, and it may not be 100% true to fact, boy, it was sure a well-done movie. And it shows the huge sacrifice and survivor's guilt that comes with a lot of these veterans that we will see at our Remembrance Day services. And if you've seen Saving Private Ryan, you know what I'm talking about, because I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but do watch it. It is probably Tom Hanks, his best piece of work. It is really good and totally fitting movie to see on a weekend like this weekend. Okay, to the liquid changes on airplanes. And at this time, Wes chimes in from Compton, California to wish everybody a happy weekend. Hey, Wes, yo, say hi to Ice-T for me in Compton. The boys of Compton. California love. Best song ever. Best song ever. California love. Hey, thanks to our sponsors, Murray Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon, Westman's #1 EV dealership. Your premier destination for electric vehicle needs in Westman. They've got the people and the products to help you take the next steps into EV ownership. With the Equinox, Blazer, Silverado, and Hummer, what a lineup of EVs. The potential savings are electrifying. Of course, they've got federal and provincial rebates are on top of all that stuff for you. So they're going to be able to give you a 360-degree view of your options before you even consider an EV. And all you need to know is that if there ever comes a day where you or someone you know it needs an electric vehicle, needs information, or wants to simply take one for a test drive, all you need to remember is that Westman's #1 EV dealership, bar none, is Murray GM in Brandon at 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon, where experts will put you in charge. They help you save. You're in charge. You've got the questions. They've got the answers at Murray's. And our new sponsors, Headley's Health Hut. Oh, we were talking earlier this morning about sugar-free soda pop. Man, they've got a great selection of sugar-free products at Headley's Health Hut. Oh, man, naturally sweetened products, sugar substitute products, gluten-free products. Used to be at the mall. They're at 1314 Richmond Avenue. Bright, beautiful new store just east of Murray GM. Double the retail space, ample parking. They have got herbal, vitamins, mineral supplements, gluten and dairy-free foods, natural cosmetics, local products like gluten-free meals and treats and bakery items and more. Go check them out. Beautiful new store. You're driving by it on Richmond Avenue, just east of Murray GM. Headley's Health Hut, 1314 Richmond Avenue. And as we had mentioned earlier this morning, another successful night for the Tim Hortons trading card night. There'll be another one coming up on Thursday. But what I want you to remember is that at the Brandon Clinic, that is going to be one of the areas where there is going to be a significant investment put into the surroundings of the clinic for making it brighter, making it more family-friendly. And they call that Smile Zone. We did that in Dauphin, if you remember, at the hospital. When the kids are at the hospital now, there is like these interactive games on some floors. There's like special art that they've got at the Dauphin Hospital. And they're going to be doing that at the Brandon Clinic this spring with the proceeds from the Smile Cookie Holiday Campaign. Now, that's coming up on the 18th, so I want you to remember that. You can pre-order your Smile Cookies right now at timhortonswestman.ca so that you can get in front of this, because there's going to be huge demand for the Smile Cookies, and it is going to, again, go to the Smiles. Part of it will be the Smile Zone campaign at the Brandon Clinic, and the other part of it will be the Tim Hortons camps that they continue to run. So they're delicious. They do good in the neighborhood, and there's a ton of different organizations that benefit from Smile Cookie Day. Smile Cookie Days, again, that'll be the week of November the 18th. So to the new rules on fluids. This is rather interesting. The TSA has changed the rules on what you can take on board. How amazing is this? We can finally take a bottle of urine on board. Yay, and goldfish. What? Who's taking pee? Why are you taking pee on the plane? I don't know. Here it is. TSA-approved liquids, 11 items you can bring in original size through airport security now. Here is the list. There's 11 in total. Baby milk and formula. Parents traveling with infants can bring as much breast milk as you want. Water for baby formula. Liquid medications, prescription liquid medications you can take on board now. Hand sanitizers in full sizes. Nasal sprays and saline solutions. Non-flammable hair and body sprays can be taken on board. Contact lens solutions. Denture cleaning fluided. Fluided? Denture cleaning fluid. Gotta clean those teeth, clean those gums. Taken without volume prohibitions. Medical creams and lotions. Inhaler fluids, liquids in inhalers. The TSA also allows for the transportation of live fish in water and other biological specimens, and pack freezing materials for refrigerated medical items such as vaccines. So there you go. You can take your goldfish on the plane. Look at fly, little goldfish, fly. You want to take a look outside the window? I got the bowl right here. You can have the bowl right against the window. Yay! Oh, man, that wraps up our time together, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Again, please take time to remember this weekend. Monday is Remembrance Day, and we will be back again on Tuesday at 7 a.m. Central Time. Oh, but we have to say farewell. Thank you, Sun Seekers, for joining our ride where bright rays and good vibes collide. Goodbye for now, but it's not the end. We'll see you soon, like the sun. Once again, enjoy that gorgeous weekend. It is going to be fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. And we'll see you back here again Tuesday morning at 7. Enjoy the long weekend, guys. Thank you so much.